Hello FGC, this is Was, and today I have prepared some slides because I want to introduce to you about my recent projects. This is a project I'm just starting and currently working on. So let's get started. So this is a versus projects, and let's make it personal. In 2010, I'm starting working in my first custom fight stick. And when doing this, I realized that custom fight stick is very flexible. We can do anything we want. For example, like this. I want to have a wide palm rest because when playing, I like to put my palm to the fight stick so I don't feel tired when playing a long session. So I designed to have a wide palm area for resting, and I shift all the buttons upwards. Also, I always like a 6-button layout, so I put a 6-button layout. And I want the convenience of a wireless. I put a 6-axis PCB DualShock 3 on it, a 6-axis board, I think. And this is what is interesting. This is interesting. So because it is custom, we can try new things, and we can find a new way and new possibility to the things that we cannot do before. So you can get creative and you can find a new things. I will explain it later. Okay, let's move on to the next. So fighting games controllers have 3 major components. I will explain you one by one. First is the Fightstick case. Basically, it's just a box when all the parts is put it. And there is also 3 things to consider when choosing a Fightstick case. First, it has to be strong because it is a case and it should protect what is inside electrical part. And sometimes when you are in traveling or tournaments, you will be accidentally bump into something or maybe drop it, so it have to be survive. Second, you have to be ergonomic because you will playing on it for very long time and you don't want a bad layout that can make your hand very tired and make you cramp. So you just want to feel natural and comfortable on the fight stick. And the last is it have to be easy to open. Why? Because at least you will want to do a maintenance or just checking what the part inside is, there is something wrong or not, and it's not fun if you have to unscrew 6 screw and check and you see nothing is wrong and put it again and screw all again. Easy to open case is always welcome and makes our life much easier. Next is about the input interface. So it's basically just a button and lever. Also, there is at least 3 things that we have to consider. First, always choose a reliable switch because you don't want to lose an input. When you lose an input, sometimes it can cause you a match. Always choose parts that have a reliable switch. This is important because basically button and levers is just a switch. Next, it is good to have a part that can be adjustable because everyone have a different preference. Some like a hard button, some like a tactile button, some like a sensitive, also some like a long throw lever, sensitive lever, and etc. So you can adjust it to your preference and you can comfortable using it. And everything in this world at some point will be broken. Okay, there is no such thing as immortal. So at least when they are broken or have issues, they have to be easy to fix or at least easy to replace. It's not fun if you want to replace just a button, you have to desolder and put a button and do soldering again. It's not fun. It should be as easy as just using your hands or simple tools like screwdrivers. Always choose parts easy to replace or easy to swap. Okay, the next component is a PCB board. So basically it's just a electrical board that process signals. There's also at least 3 things to consider. First is compatibility. Of course, you have to choose the one that's compatible for your system. If not, you cannot use it, of course. Second is have a low latency. This is important, especially if you are tournament players. You always want to choose the board that have the lowest latency, because you want the board to process when you push the buttons. It have to process the signal as soon as possible to the system. Deliver the signal to the system as soon as possible. This is important. And third one is always nice to have an extra features like built-in SOCD cleaners, wireless connection, solderless. This thing is extra feature usually we find in a third-party parts, and today we are living in a good time when there is a Brook product that highly recommended and have a lot of feature. Back then we don't have any kind like this, so we have to do a pet hacks. But today we have a awesome product like this, and yes, I recommended that Brook products. Okay, so we move to the next about the versus project. So what we want to accomplish about this project is we want to provide a highly customizable fighting games cases for you. First, it have to be modular design, because in modular design we can replace every parts, and if there is an upgrade or you want to replace a broken part, you just need buy the necessary parts. You don't have to buy all the parts. Okay? And you have to be model friendly, because many people is creative. They will do mod and maybe they will make some attachment for the Fightstick, or maybe they want easy to open Fightstick to do modding inside to the other parts like a board, buttons and lever. So it have to be easy for modders. And these days many people traveling, because traveling is fun. You can meet a lot of people, meet old friends, new friends, and everyone. Just it's fun. And like this, if you are having a case that can be handled with one hand, it's just make your life easier. You can put vertically like this, grab it. It's just make your life easier. Also, everyone will like doing a personalization for their face stick, and we want to support a full artwork to all the faces, like a front panel, back panel, top panel, side panel. So you can do a custom artwork on all face of the fake stick cases. And for you, an artist, it is very fun because we provide you a huge canvas to work with. Just be creative. And this is the last one, is the most important things. Okay, this is what the first project want to give you. So I will explain first about what is a Fightstick layout. So controller layout, basically it's just a placement of the buttons and the levers. Okay. Currently there is a 3 popular layout. Helix, which is usually used by Capcom in 2D games like Street Fighter and Marvel vs. Capcom. And encoder usually used in 3D fighting games like Tekken and Soul Caliburs. And there is a new layout which is a all buttons controller. So basically they swap the lever with the buttons, and the button is for the directional. Okay. Next is the most important question. I've been asking about this since first time I made a custom Fightstick. So what is the best layout for us? Okay. And I want to use a versus project to answer this question. The best layout for you is the one that is precisely designed for you. Make sense? I'm very excited about this, and if you're curious and you're interested, feel free to follow our projects, and we have a Discord channel. You can join it. We can discuss about it, and maybe you can put your idea and asking a request. Just anything discussion. Okay. So I think that's all. Today I want to introduce to you about the Versus project. Next, I will keep giving update to you about this project because we're just starting out this project. So feel free to join. You are all welcome. And thank you for watching. See you again.